Assalamualaikum students, welcome back to Mathematics Point. Been blessing of Allah and enjoy every moment of your life. So students, today I am here with chapter 8 percentage D1, book D1, and this is chapter 4 in new books, and in the old book it is chapter 8, that is percentage, so don't need to confuse about it. Today we will do practice now. But before going towards the lecture, I would request to all of you kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. So the name of the chapter is percentage. So percentage is represented by the symbol this. This is the symbol of the percentage. And if I write a percentage, that's mean a parts per hundred. For example, if we write it as x percentage, this symbol is for the percentage. It is the sign of the percentage. So if I write x percentage, that's mean it would be x parts per hundred. Clear? If we write z percentage, that's mean it is z parts per hundred. Now if I write a constant, that is 2 percentage, what does it mean? It's mean it is 2 parts per hundred. So it is how we can remove this percentage and we can convert this percentage sign according to its meaning. That is that specific part, such as the 2 parts per hundred, as here the z part per hundred. Now we will move towards our practice now 1. Now look at the first part of the practice now 1, 45 percentage. Now when we use this sign or remove this sign percentage, what it is mean? That 45 parts per hundred. Basically, whenever you remove this sign percentage or you simplify this percentage sign, so you have to divide that specific term with the hundred. Whenever there is a sign of percentage and we want to solve that terms or simplify that term, we divide that term with the hundred, because that's mean that specific part per hundred. Now look at the question or look at the fraction. If it is going to be simplified, so we'll simplify it. Yes, 45 and 100 are going to be simplified, so we'll simplify it. 5 2s are 10, put this 0 as well, and the next is 45. 5 9 is 45. Now the new fraction that we have, 9 divided by 20. It is a simplified term, and already we have a numerator that is less than denominator. It is a proper fraction, so now no need to simplify it anymore. So it is the answer. What we have done, we just convert or simplify this percentage sign. Whenever we solve this percentage sign, that's means 45 parts per hundred. We have to divide that specific term with the 100. Now we will solve second part of practice now 1. That is 305 percentage. This means that 305 per hundred. 305 per hundred. Now keep one thing in mind, that when I remove this percentage sign, so in that place, instead of this, I just put the 100 here. Now in the second step, we did not put this percentage sign or symbol. Why so? Because to resolve this or to simplify this, we divided this 305 with the 100. That's mean 305 parts per hundred. So students, don't need to put this percentage sign here, because to remove this percentage sign, we divide this term with the 100. So don't need to put that again. Now simplify it. Simplify the fraction. 5 2s are 10 and 0. Or you can also directly divide it. Then 30, first consider the first term, 5 6 are 30, and then 5 1s are 5. Now the new fraction that we have, 61 divided by 20. Look at the numerator, it is a proper fraction of this fraction. No, it is improper fraction because we have numerator greater than denominator. Numerator is the term that is above the fraction this divide sign, and denominator is this 20 term, the below one. Now we divided 61 divided by 20. 23s are 60. So we have a 1 in the remainder. Now write this term in the mixed fraction. Write down this 1 on the quotient place. These 3 basically make a cyclic, and 20 at the denominator. So it is how we represent over 305 percentage in the form of fraction. Now we move towards the part third. Now in part third we have 5.5 percentage. What does this mean? That we have 5.5 parts per 100. 5.5 parts. This percentage means that this 5.5 is going to be divided with 100. Always when we remove this sign, so instead of this sign we place divided by 100. So 5.5 divided by 100. Now remove the point of this term, as it is 5.5. So instead of, in place of point we place 1. And how many terms after the point we have? Only 1. So we place 0 in place of this. It is just like 5.5 divided by, in place of point we place put 1 here, and how many digits we have after the point? After the decimal we have only 1 digit, so we place 0 here, and this point will be removed. So that is 10 divided by 10. And already we have denominator, in the denominator 100, so we write down this 100 too. Or if you want, so you directly divide 5.5 with the 100. Now multiply this 100. 555 divided by 10, and 100 is equal to, when 10 multiplied with 100 is equal to 1000. So now we simplify it because it is dividing the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5. Then we have 1000, 5 twos are 10, and these 2 zeros are remain left. So we write on this 11 divided by 200 here. This is how we convert this fraction part into, this percentage into fraction. So first of all we just remove this percentage sign. When we remove this percentage sign, we put that specific term divided by 100. Now we remove the point. When we remove the point, so instead of point we place 1, and then the digits after the decimal or after the point we put that number of zeros here. So when this 10 or 100 multiplies to become 1000, now simplify this fraction, we put the answer, that is 11 by 200. Now move towards the part 4. So here the part 4 is in the form of mixed fraction, and we have to find this mixed fraction percentage in, convert this mixed fraction percentage as a fraction. So first of all we have to simplify this mixed form. Now multiply 7 and 8. 7 8s are 56, and I the 5 in that term, that will be 61. 56 and plus 5, yes, 61 divided by 7 and percentage. Now after converting it as a fraction, now we solve this percentage sign. This percentage means that we have to divide this 61 divided by 7 divided by 100. Whenever we solve this percentage sign, that means 61 by 7 parts per 100. So we divide that term, specific term, with the 100. Now when we divide this term with the 100, that means it will be also right with 7 because divided by 100. Now in the next step we simplify the denominator. Why so? But when as you write 61 divided by 100 by 7 divided by 100, so there are two divide sign in one fraction, so sign will be shifted in the numerator. So 61 divided by 7 into 100. So that is how I write in this step. Now we simplify the fraction. Okay, look at the fraction. We have a numerator smaller than denominator, and they are not simplified anymore because 61 is odd number and 700 is even number. So here is our answer. It is done with practice of 1 question part A. Now we move towards the part B, in which express each of the following fraction as a percentage. Okay, in this question already the terms is given in percentage. We have to simplify those terms. In that part B, we will convert the fractions as the percentage. It is the reverse of the first part. So students, here is the part 1 of question B, in which look at the question, what is missing in the question. In the first question that we have done, here was the percentage sign, but in this it is a simple fraction, and we have to convert this fraction in a form of percentage. So to convert it to the percentage, we multiply it, this fraction, with 100 percentage. 17 by 20 going to be multiplied with 100 percentage. Whenever there is a term and we have to convert that term into percentage, so what is need to do, we just have to multiply that term with 100 percentage. 100, and also write the sign of percentage, hundreds percentage. Now we have a fraction 17 by 20 multiplied by 100 percentage. Simplify this term. 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, and these two 0 cut with each other. So we have a new term 17 multiplied by 5. Here in the denominator we have 1, so there is no need to write 1 in the denominator. So multiply these two terms. 7 5s are 35. Carry 3 here, 5 ones are 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 85 percentage. Write down also the percentage sign here. So what is the difference between the first and the second question? In the first question, the term already given in the form of percentage, that is called 25 percentage. So you have to convert this percentage sign. For solving the percentage sign, we have to divide the term with the 100. And in the question, that is a simply question, we have to convert this term into the percentage. What is need to do, we just have to multiply the term with 100 percentage. Okay, these two things, whenever a percentage sign is given with the question, so you have to divide the term. To resolve this sign, we have to divide the term with 100. And whenever a term is a simply term, rather a fraction or a simple term, so we have convert into the percentage, we have to multiply that term with 100 percentage. Basically two things keep in mind. Now we have the part B. Okay, see here we have the mixed form. First we will solve the mixed fraction, and then we convert this fraction in the form of percentage. So multiply 23 with 5. 23 multiplied by 5 is equal to 115, and then add 1, we get 116. So 116 by 5. Now it is a fraction, improper fraction. We have to convert this improper fraction in the form of percentage. To convert it with the percentage, we multiply this term with 100 percentage. Now simplify it. Cross cutting is possible, so we solve it. 5 ones are 5. 5 2s are 10. This is divided, and what is left here? 0. So we write on 0 in the term. Next new term is 1 6 multiplied by 20 percentage. Don't forget to write this sign, that is the percentage sign. Now we multiply 116 and 20. To multiply 116 by 20, we get 2320 percentage. So it is how we convert a simple fraction into percentage, and in the first part we learned how we convert the percentage into fraction. To convert to percentage into fraction, we just divide by 100, and to convert with fraction into the percentage, we multiply with 100. Now move towards the practice now too. Now we will start practice now 2. In practice now 2 we have first question. Express each of the following percentages as a decimal. Okay, when we simplify the question, so our answer must be in decimal form as it is the requirement in the question. So to solve this question, first of all solve this percentage sign. Already one percentage sign is written in the question, that's mean 12 parts per 100. So to solve this percentage sign or to remove this percentage sign, we divide the term with 100. Now it is a it is a proper fraction, but as it is given in the question that you have to give your answer in decimal form, so we will divide it. We will divide 12 by 100. Now 12 is smaller than 100. What is need to do? Just put a point here, and by using this point we will replace 0 with the term. Now it becomes 120, so we easily divide it. 100 ones are 100. What is left here? 20. Now as already when we put 0 in the point in the question, so you can take any more zeros. So we put 0 here, and 100 twos are 200. So here is our question. 0.12 is the answer. And don't need to write percentage sign here because we want to convert this percentage sign or this fraction into the decimal. Now we have the next question, that is a part B. 413 percentage. Now solve this question. To remove the percentage, we divide the term with the 100. 413 divided by 100. Now write it in the form of fraction. 413 divided by 100, so we write it as fraction. So we have to divide 413 with 100. And when we remove this sign, so by removing this sign we put the 100 divided by 100 here. So now don't need to write percentage sign here. Now divide it. 413 divided by 100. 100 fours are 400. Now subtract the term. Here we have 13. Put the point here. By putting this point we can take 0. Now 100 ones are 100. Again subtract the term. 0, 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. So by using this point we can put 0 here, and 100 threes are 300. So here in the question 413 is our answer. Now we will solve part 3. So in part 3, solve this under percentage 23.6. By removing the percentage sign, we divided this term by 100. Now solve this point term, or you also solve in the form of division. So I will simplify it firstly here. Instead of point put the 1, and after the point we have only 1 digits, so we write it as 10 here. And what is that already next term in that denominator we have, that is 100. So multiply that term with 100. This is how we resolve the point in the term. So 236 divided by 1000. Or if you feel difficulty to solve by this way, so you can directly divide this as like 23.6 divided by 100. So you can apply any method. I'm using this one. So we divide 236 divided by 1000. So already we have the inner term, that is divider, is smaller than the outer term. So we put decimal point here and put the 0 with the term. Now we have the 4 terms that is equal, so now we can solve it. 1000 twos are 2000. Now subtract the term 360 we get. Now again by using this point we put 0 here. 1000 threes are 3000. Again subtract, we get 600. Now by using this point, we put the 0 here, and 1006 are 6000. So in the answer we have 0.236. Or students, you can also solve this. I'm again solving this in a short way. That is what we have a term 236 divided by 1000. Now we'll see how we solve it. How many terms we have after the count the number of zeros we have? 1, 2, 3. So count from the right side. 1, 2, 3, and after 3 digits you put the 0. That is equal to our answer. A shortcut or directly way to solve this question. I am again writing this. 236 divided by 1000. This is a term that we take the division. So what is need to do? Just count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 zeros. So you have a term 236. Count from the right side. 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros, and after the number of zeros we have to put our point, and after the point we put the 0, and this is our answer. Same is that as we have the question 3.6 divided by 100. That is basically the first step. So we directly solve from this. How many number of zeros we have? 10, 1, 2. That is in the division. So you have the point in this place. So shift the point towards your left side. 1, 2. After 2 digits. 1, 2, 1 and 2. So your point will be shifted in this place. So new term will become 0.236, and after the point, before the point, we put 0 here. So it is directly how we solve this question, rather to solve these all steps. Now simplify this term. For 6 24 plus 1 25, 25 by 4. And what is the sign here? Percentage. So we put the percentage sign here because here we only we solve the mixed fraction. Now to solve this percentage sign and convert the percentage sign as a decimal, we divide this term with 100. 25 by 4 divided by 100. Now when we divide this term by the 100, this 100, to solve this term, this 100 will move in the denominator, sorry. So now the term will become 25 by 400. Now we solve this term. 4 divided by 100. So firstly we divide 25 with the 4. 25 and 4. For 6 24. Then we have 1 here. When we put the point, so it become now 10. Now 4 2s are 8. Again we have 2 here. So by using the 5 we put 0 here, and 5. 4 5s are 20. So when we divide 25 and 4, so we get the answer 6.25. Now we will divide it by 100. How many zeros do we have? We have 2 zeros. So we shift the point from here 2 digits towards the left side. So 6.25. Point will be shifted 2 digits. 1, and there is no any next digit. So put the 0 here. 1, 2, and after 2 digits, point will be written as a new term will become 0.0625. As we have a term 6.25 and divided by 100, so 2 zeros of 100 we consider or shift the point here. As the point is this place, we shift the point here after 2 digits, before 2 digits. 1 and 2. There is no any second digit, so put the 0 here. 1, 2, and after 2 digits, this point will be shifted here, and new term will become 0.0625. Now we have question B. Express each of the following decimal as a percentage. Now we convert this percentage into form of decimal. Decimal. To convert anything to the decimal, what is the first condition? We have to multiply this term, as we are going to be convert into the percentage, so we have to multiply this term with 100 percentage. Look at the question, there is no any percentage sign. That means this is a simple term and we have to convert this per term into the percentage. To convert this term into the percentage, we have to multiply this term with 100 percentage. Now this it is multiplied with 100. Multiply this term. As the 100 is multiplied here, so now when we multiply any 100 or 10 or just 0 terms, so we have to shift the point towards the right side. When we divide it, we shift the point towards the left side as in the previous question. Now 100 is multiplied, so we shift the point towards the right side, this right side. So we have 2 zeros, 1, 2, so this point will be shifted as after 2 digits. 1, 2. Here 7, 6, there is no need to write 0 at the start. 7, 6 point. So point at the end, there is no need to write point here, so we have 76 percentage. Now consider this question. If this question in the form of 0.76 and we are going to be convert this question to the percentage, so we divide it with 100. When there is a divide sign, so we shift the sign points towards the left side, this left one, when there is a divide sign. And when there is a multiplier, so we shift the points toward the right side. So don't need to confuse about it. Now we will solve the second part of question B, that is 2.789. Now we convert this term in a form of percentage, this decimal term in a form of percentage. So we multiply this term 100 percentage. Now we have 2 zeros after 1, so we convert shift or point after 2 digits, 1 and 2. So it is the new point of the point, position of the point 2, 7, 8, and here is our arrow, so we put point here and 9 percentage. That is our answer. So it is all about your practice now 1 and 2. If there is any confusion, so you can put your confusion, your query in the comment box. And I request again, sir, that don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Stay safe, stay healthy. Allah Hafiz.